Hello YouTube, Sam here from youtube.com/onlivegamer for the New Boston, and in this tutorial we're going to be looking more at using multiple forms. Now, if you remember from the previous tutorial, we created an object of form1, which is the default form that is created when you make a new project in Visual Basic. But what we can also do is create objects of other forms that are inside of our solution. So we'll come over here to the Solution Explorer, we can right click multiple forms, and we can add a Windows form. So we'll just leave it at default to form2.vb. We'll select Windows Forms and we'll click Add. So here is our form 2. Let's just go ahead and add a label. We'll come over to our label properties and we will set the font to something a little bit bigger than 8.25. So we'll set it to about 22. And then we'll set the text value of it. So we'll set the text to I am a new form, and we'll just center that. Okay, so now we can come back into our form1.vb, and we'll just comment out this code right here, and we will create an object of our form2.vb class. So we'll type declare or dimension my new form as new form2. So we created an object of form2 which is stored in our solution. Now what we can do is type my new form dot show dialog, and we'll just go ahead and run this and see what happens. So if we click show new form, you can see that we get this form right here that says I am a new form. Now you can see that it won't let us change back to the first form because we used the method show dialog. Now we can change that to show instead of show dialog, which will let us switch back and forth between each one of the forms so that we can change stuff inside of them. So go ahead and click show new form. You can see we get I am a new form right here, and you can see that we can switch back to form number 1 and form 2, and we can use both of them. And we can close out of that one and then close out of this one. But here's something that I wanted to point out to you guys that we'll be learning how to fix in other tutorials later on. So if you go ahead and run this, you can see that if you click show new form right here, it shows a new form, but if you close out of this one, it's going to close out of both of them for you. That's because both of these forms are running on what's called the same thread. Now all programs run on a thread, and programs can be created to run on multiple threads, so that if one thread has been ended, the other threads won't be affected. So let's say you place form1.vb on a thread of its own, and then when you create my new form, you place that on a thread of its own, so that if anything happens to the form1.vb thread, the my new form thread is going to still run like normal, and it's not going to be affected by form1.vb closing. Now what we can also do is we can set some values of my new form. So my new form dot, and whatever you see inside of the properties right here, you can set that using code. So we'll type my new form dot text equals hello. So let's go ahead and run this, and you can see that if we click show new form, the text is hello. Now we can also do that by using the name. So we'll just go ahead and uncomment this right here, or we'll just highlight it and then click uncomment. So now that we have our new name and it's text new form name dot text, let's go ahead and set the title of that of our new form to the text that they typed into the box. So we'll just type new name right there. So let's go ahead and run this. So if we type in our name right here and click show new form, you can see that the name of the form has the name that we typed in on the first form, and we can switch back and forth between each of them. So go ahead, make a couple forms. You can have them do actual computing like math problems and such. And practice opening different forms, creating object of multiple forms in your program. And then once you've done that, go ahead and move on to the next tutorial, and thanks for watching.